My name is Abigail, and I've been a treasure hunter my whole life, ever since I was a little girl. I've always loved old, brittle, beautiful things, and I don't think there's any better way to spend a weekend than going to garage sales, estate sales, antique and thrift stores. And what could be nicer than going to an open air flea market in the middle of summer? I actually spent many years in corporate America, but I've given all of that up now to do the one thing that I love best, and that is to search out fun, funky, and fabulous finds for my store, Abigail's Artful Abode in Poulsbo, Washington, and for my Etsy shop of the same name. Now I've started this new channel where I go over my hauls every week with you and give you a little history about each item. I'm having so much fun doing these videos, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. So let's get going, let's get thrifting, and let's learn something new. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me. So last week was not quite as good as the previous weeks, but I am very persevering. And so I actually didn't stop until I had plenty of treasures to show you during this haul. So let's just get right into it. First up is this Onyx set of horse heads. So these actually have a little bit of damage, but if it was me, I wouldn't care. So that's why I picked them up. I just think they're so beautiful. They're translucent. More than likely, these were manufactured in Mexico. Mexico produces a lot of onyx, and you don't see onyx very often anymore, but it used to be really plentiful. So these are beautiful. I've already listed them on Etsy, and I think I only put $35 on them because they were glued back together after it looks like somebody probably dropped them. So anyways, I think these are gonna go fast. I had some marble horsehead bookends that were really stunning, and I don't even think those lasted more than a couple of weeks before somebody bought them off Etsy. So I think these ones will go just as quickly. Number 2, this is Fenton Glass. So this is the blue overlay on the balloon shape. Fenton has been making glass for over 100 years, and they make it to this day. And so Fenton is really popular for making colored glass and this really beautiful kind of translucent. And then, you know, they make like bubble glass and hobnail glass, just a huge variety, but there's still people that collect Fenton Glass. So I decided to pick this up because I love this blue color. Number 3, I have this beautiful salt glazed pitcher. This is a very, very like primitive style, country style pottery. This one is actually marked England on the bottom. And so I'm gonna date this to probably anywhere between 1900 and maybe 1930. This one was obviously for a household that maybe had a bigger budget, because it does have this beautiful running color, this running glaze, and these multiple colors. So I especially love this kind of work. And I myself collect spongeware, which is typically just brown, kind of a brown and a yellow. I don't know how many other people collect it, but I still enjoy it. So when I can pick that up, I pick it up for myself. Item in blue that I picked up this week was this really feminine, very whimsical blue ceramic teapot with this little rattan handle, and it came with 4 of these little cups with this little flower on it. To me, it looks very Asian, although these cups are much bigger than what you would find in an Asian tea set. I just thought it was really adorable. It may be old, it may not be old, but I thought the color was very pretty. This one's already up in the Etsy shop, and I think I may have priced this one at like $45. I think it's worth it with the 4 little cups that it goes with. A box. I always pick them up. I don't know what it is about boxes. I particularly love boxes, but again, remember I was mentioning that when men come into the store, they want to actually spend money too, or at least have something to look at that's of interest to them. And so we cannot keep wood boxes in the store. They go so fast. This one is really unusual. It's a little casket box, but it has all of this studding all the way around it. So I haven't listed this one yet. This might go straight to the store, but I would price this one at $20 because it is more intricate than a lot of the other boxes I pick up. It's just really unusual. So love this one. Yeah, I think like $20 I think is fair. I don't know how old it is. I mean, it's probably from the 80s, possibly 70s maybe. I picked up 3 of these little ceramic stoneware pottery goblets. I love these. Look at the shape of them. They're just so cool. And they're in this red glaze with a hint of blue and brown in them. I marked the set for $28 on Etsy, and because although you find a lot of ceramics, you rarely find a lot of like stoneware goblets like this. So these are very unusual. So I think they're gonna go really fast. Don't tell me why, but I was really excited about these vases. So originally I thought they were candle holders, and I seriously think I would probably put some pillar candles in here, but I was excited because I had been watching this YouTuber named Boho Talks, and I'm kind of starting to dig his black and white style. And he uses a lot of glass and black ceramics. So when I picked these up, it totally reminded me of Boho Talks. Like, he would love these. They are super heavy. I found one of them online and they wanted $299 for one of them. And so I marked both of these for the set at $199. So these are up on the Etsy shop. They're really stunning. They're super heavy. There's no nicks, no chips, no nothing. They're in mint condition. And when I photographed them, I have to say, I mean, they just look so beautiful in the pictures, which I will put right up there so you can see for yourself how stunning they are. Those are vintage, and they are, well, vintage from the 80s. Now that's vintage. To me, it just seems like yesterday, but whatever. Along the lines of the glass bud vases / pillar candle holders, I picked up this glass bowl. I can't even date it. I'm not good with glass. What I liked about it was the shape of it with this kind of pedestal base. And the way that I would use this is I would probably float some flowers. In the summer, I could totally see it floating some like cabbage roses. I don't think I marked this very high. I put it on Etsy at $35. But literally, again, I got it because I just love the shape and the style of it. This was like a glass week. So are these, again, 2 little vases, and these are Depression era vases. The style does not look like Depression era to me. So the reason they called this glass Depression glass was because it literally came out during the Great Depression, and so these were like giveaways. And Depression glass came in pink, in clear, in yellow, I think in purple. And like, say you got a tank of gas, they would give you a piece of glass. And so I have 2 of them. I haven't put them on Etsy yet. I won't mark them very high, maybe like $25 for both of these. But anyways, I love the color. The shape is very unusual. More glass candlesticks. I'm not going to say much about these. I don't think they're old. I'm really digging the look of them, and I actually put them on my coffee table. Whoops, I lost the candle, until they actually sell. So anyways, I think they are really pretty. I didn't mark them very high. I think I have like $28 for the set of those. But they are really pretty. They really elevate a space. I have to say that no matter where you put them, it makes that space look better. More candle holders again, but these are very, very unusual. So I actually had a set that were very similar to these, but they were green. And I don't know if they're Blanco, which I'll put some information about Blanco. I don't actually know a lot about them because, again, I'm not a glass collector, but I love that they're very heavy. And I think I had them actually upside down. They're very heavy. They look like they're crystal. And they just have a really modernistic look to them. So I will probably price these at $35 and we'll see how they do. I have no idea what this is, except that it is a pot, where it came from, or what it's valued at. If anybody can tell me that, I would highly appreciate it. I'm going to say it's probably some kind of maybe tourist pottery from a country like Turkey, maybe Egypt. It's really unusual. It's got an elephant on it, which could be from Egypt. It's got a lot of symbols. It's got a chicken on it. Anyways, I picked this up at an estate sale. I loved all of the design on it. I think it's really eclectic. It's kind of boho, and I paid good money for it, but I have no idea, and I couldn't find any information on it, so I'm not quite sure how to price it. I think I'm going to throw out a price of $65 and we'll see what happens. But it is very different, very unusual. Last but not least, can you see that? Oh my gosh, can you see that? This is a Japanese silk screen. It is so beautiful. I mean, it's so simple. It's got this simple gold frame. It's matted. And I wish you person, because it is so unusual. It's so pretty. It says something in what I'm assuming is Japanese, but I can't actually read what it says. But I picked this up at a store, and I instantly fell in love with it, even though it doesn't match my decor. And I think somebody who collects art is going to fall in love with it as well. So I'm having a ton of fun sharing all of my hauls with you. I hope you join me next week, because no matter what, I always make it to an estate sale, a garage sale, a thrift store. So till next week, I hope the thrifting gods are with you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.